But then I started thinking, hey, death is very final. It's so final. Like there's no time to say goodbye. Then when I was saying that, then I'd hear the voice of the Lord or the Holy Spirit saying, but that's why it says it comes like a thief. Death comes like a thief. It doesn't give you a warning. Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie, and it's Lifestyle Thursday. And today I want to talk about something that will happen to all of us, but sometimes I don't think we think about it. And recently I lost a friend and she passed on, and I was very shocked, very, very shocked. First of all, even some people, the way they send you a message, I mean, I was in Tanzania, I'd been ministering, and I was ministering the next day, and this message comes in, and it's almost like it's surreal, like did I just read that? That just happened. And then of course I came in and went straight to the Mashakaya, because it's somebody who were close, because at some point we were really close, and then I think sometimes because of lifestyle and sometimes just the way life takes you, you go on different paths. But I really reflected. I really thought about God. What if that was me? And we even shared a name, so that was even worse. I mean, I don't know. So I was just reflecting and thinking, do I even think about my own death? Do you think about your own death? And are you ready? Are you ready to meet your maker? And I was thinking how when we go to funeral services or the Mashakaya, the pastor always asks the same question. This person has gone, they finished their race. What about you? But it's actually a very valid question. Because the more I reflected, I was like, am I ready? And doing what I do, I think I'd be more ready. But then I started thinking, hey, death is very final. It's so final, like there's no time to say goodbye. Then when I was saying that, then I'd hear the voice of the Lord or the Holy Spirit saying, but that's why it says it comes like a thief. Death comes like a thief. It doesn't give you a warning. It just comes, And I just felt like, wow, like something has just been snatched up or just snuffed out. So I think without being overly morbid, I really want us to think about that. Like, are you ready? And what does that mean for you? What does that mean for you? What are you not ready that you need to get ready for? Have you made your peace with people? Have you forgiven those you need to forgive? Have you loved those you need to love? Have you lived life fully? Because I love that my friend really lived life with a big spoon and a large spoon. I kept, when I was at the funeral service, the church was packed. I was like, will you be able to fill the church like that? Will people come with a good intention? Because you can also fill up a church for guys who want to confirm you're really gone. They're not even coming for good things. They're like, hey, maybe we go and hakikisha that person is gone. But will people come and celebrate your life? And I think something else that I loved about her funeral was that it was so natural, And when I was in there, I was writing SMSs. The lady who done the flowers, she'd done them very well. So I wrote to her and I said, excuse me, please, if I go before you, these are the flowers that I want. That was one. Then I wrote to some other people. There's a time in my life before I used to be called Juicy because of Juicy Fruit, the song by M2Me. And I said, you must play Juicy Fruit M2Me at my funeral, because I want also that part of my life to come out. It was a lovely part, and it was a fun part, and those were the best days of my life, We really enjoyed life, and we had such amazing moments, and I don't want that forgotten either. And I love the fact that we could be real in church and real about celebrating her life. So let's think about this and be ready, be prepared. Write a will. There has to be a will. Somebody has to know what you want to do with the things that you have. Sometimes people say, I don't have a lot. You have things that you have things, and you have the way that you want those things disposed. So I think through that. In my spirit right now, in my head, is the statement, but I'm trying to directly translate it because I'm hearing it in my mother tongue, but it says that you bury yourself when you're alive. So make sure that the actions that you do, you can't please everybody. My life has not been pleasing to everybody. I've made mistakes, I've hurt people, I've messed up in different situations, but I've done some things, Every time I go to say that, then God says, but you've done some things really well, Pastor Angie. I say, yeah, I've done some well, but I've not done everything well, but neither has anyone, Even your haters, even them, they've got issues in their lives. So there's no perfect person, but try to be at peace with all people, Don't be selfish. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. Don't be easily angered. Make amends, make peace. Yeah, and do better. For me, I always say, even with my haters, my haters, they feature, but I always say I do better. I may not even have the opportunity to apologize to people directly, but I know even on this, on Just Angie, I've apologized 2 or 3 times. I may not be able to make amends with each person, but I do better. And that's my making amends. Next time I tackle something, I do it differently and I do it better. Next time I face with this situation, I come out with a better outcome. So I think it's important. Our children, of course, I would like, I don't think there's ever a time when we feel like our children are ready to be left without us, but I think it's important to prepare them. So even when I start this conversation, Althea, she's like, Mom, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, okay, Althea, but even if I'm 200, there's got to have to be a time when I leave this world, and you've got to be able to live, you've got to be able to be strong, you've got to carry out my legacy, my vision. What was that? What do I desire? I remember once sitting down with my dad and we asked him what he would like. We were actually surprised at the answer, so it was a good thing that we asked him. I'm always also telling, I guess, an older generation from us that it's good to, I'm hearing many things in my mother tongue, but it's good to live out your, I think, is it inheritance? I always feel it's better to give me a gift when you're alive than, okay, you give it to me when you've passed on and I can't thank you for it. So I'm always trying to say that, to as much as you can, leave the gifts that you want to give maybe a next generation, your friends, your family. Tell them about it, give them to them. What's the problem? If you can give it, give, And then I was going to say, maybe hold on to things loosely. I think that's what, because for me it was a shock, it was a jolt to my spirit again, and a reminder, and sometimes even when I think of her, I hope I don't cry, but I'm thinking, Yani, that's it, it's hard. But I think for me is what the pastors say. Are you prepared for your own death? Have you made amends? Have you done what needs to be done so that you can meet your maker in peace? And you can also leave the people that you leave behind in peace. Is there a plan? Is there order? Yeah. Is there peace? Is there grace? Is there glory? Is there love? I think those are the things that I'm going to ask you to think about. Yeah, and we can't bury your head in the sand and think that it's not going to happen. We don't have it now, but it will happen. And we have to think about it. Yeah, so God bless you and enjoy your Thursday and prepare. God bless. Bye-bye.